How to create a website for online registration. Hey guys, welcome back, and in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to create a website for online registration. So in this video, I am going to show you how to use Google Forms to create a website for online registration. So I am at the Google Drive site right here, so just go to drive.google.com and this will load up. And focus on the left part of the screen and you can see the new button and just click on that. And as you can see here, you have many options, folder, file upload, and many other forms of Google Docs. So we are going to click on Google Forms today. And let's just click on this little arrow beside the Google Forms name and click on the From a Template option right here. And it will load up a new tab. So what is Google Forms? So this enables you to create customized forms that can be shared across samples via a web URL using the Survey Builder program. Individuals and businesses of all sizes may create customizable forms to conduct surveys and generate real-time response charts using this web-based platform. So now let's get started with creating a website for online registration. And you can either use a template that is pre-made right here on Google Forms, but for today's video, we're just going to get started with a blank template to make it more detailed. So this is your dashboard when you customize a certain blank template. So right here, you can change the title of the form. So you can just type in whatever title you want. So since we are making a website for online registration, let's just name it online registration. This heading part right here will also be the title. So it just loaded up since we input the title at the top left part. And this is the customize theme button, the preview. There is also an undo and redo button in case you make a mistake. It's sent right here. And now let's focus on the middle part of our screen. And so this is the main title of your form, online registration. And you can also add in a description of the form so people will have a context of what the form is all about. So I'm just going to type in some random details about the registration. Now that we added the description, so let's just add on some questions right here. So there's already an added question right when you start from blank template. So let's just rename the question or customize it. So for our first entry of the form, let's name it for the first name so that people can input their first name in this section. So let's just name it first name. Since people are supposed to write their name, so the type of question should not be multiple choice. Instead, it should be short answers so people can freely type their first name right here. And then we should toggle the required option on so that people will really be required to add in this information since we are creating an online registration form or website. So we need more details. So you can see there is a toolbar right here. You can add question, import questions, add title and description, add image, add video, and add section. For today's video, we're just going to add a question. So just click on this plus button right here and it will pop up for a new question, and let's just customize it. And this is gonna be for the last name, and so let's label it as last name. So again, it should be short answer. So Google Forms also magically update based on your question. So it is pretty smart tool right here to create your forms. So let's toggle in required again so that people will be required to input this information. So next, let's add another question, and this information will be for the date of birth. As you can see, Google Forms immediately updates the type of question, so it automatically switched to date right here so that people can input their birth date accurately and easily. So let's toggle on required again, and let's add another question. Now we are going to ask for the person's email address, so we can label it as email, and we can have it as short answers since email are usually short and it can just be composed of few letters. So that's it for the email, and let's toggle on required again. Let's add another question, and this time this will be for the person's mobile number. So let's type in mobile number or a cell phone number so it will be more known to everyone. And we can also set this as short answers since people would have to type in the whole cell phone number that they have. So let's also toggle on required so they can have more contact information and you will have more options for you to contact a certain participant. Oh, before that, we're going to go back to the cell phone number and let's click on this three dots right beside the required option and click on response validation. So right here you have two spaces for data. So let's click on this first one right here and you should select number. This one you should select is number so that it will only receive information that is containing numbers since this is a cell phone number. Okay, and that's it for the cell phone number. Next question will be for the gender of our participants. So let's type in gender right here and this will be for multiple choice. So let's add in our options. First is male. Click on this add option right here and Google Forms automatically added female. We can also add an option that says prefer not to say, and then let's click on this suggestion right here that says add others since more genders out there, and also let's click on the required button again. Okay, let's add another question and this will be for the person's address. So let's just type in address. Since addresses can be long, so let's just set it at paragraph so that people can freely type in their whole address, and let's toggle in required again. Let's add another question and let's ask more details about the residence of the participant. So let's just set this as short answer and we can label this as city so that the person can type in the city they're living in. Let's add another question right here and don't forget to toggle on required. Let's go back to the newly added question and type in state, and that will be for the short answer. Let's toggle on required again. Another question will be for the country of the participant, so just type in country. So that should be short answers. Toggle on required again. Next is qualification or the educational attainment of the participant. So we can have this as a drop down question. So option 1 is undergraduate and postgraduate. And let's toggle on required again. Let's add another question and let's set this as comments if they want to add in more comments about their profile, and let's toggle on required again. And so I think we are done adding all of the required information that we need to be receiving for an online registration. So as you can see at the top right here, you can click on this I button so that you can preview your form before you share and publish it to your participants. So let's just click on that and wait for it to load, and that shows our form. So you can see if everything is up to your preference, and you can always go back right here to change up some details. And also you can click on these three buttons right here and click on add collaborators so that other people can change the details of this form. So again, you can click on this preview and just copy on this link right here and send it to the people you want to fill this form out. And that ends our tutorial on how to create a website for online registration using Google Forms. Hope this tutorial helped and see you again on the next video. Thank you all for watching.